How's it going, everybody? Before everybody freaks out after having read the video title, just hear me out. The revive mechanic has seen a few changes over the game's life, but hasn't really been touched over the last couple of years. Been roughly the same in terms of speed, health when revived, and all that. So it's high time that we actually talk about it. I've said I'll make this video when I was recording Elden Ring clips with Marco, so I've been slacking a little. And I know you've been slacking too. Christmas is around the corner, and you for sure haven't bought all your presents just yet. See, now I come into play, and so does today's sponsor, VKNG Jewelry. We haven't had them in a while, but I'm sure you guys haven't forgotten about them. High quality Norse-inspired jewelry, from bracelets to pendants, earrings or beard rings, and much more. They are steadily increasing their portfolio, and since it's Black Friday, they are starting an extra sale with up to 60% off on a lot of products. So don't only check out their new section, but browse the whole site. There is lots to discover. And I also have an extra discount code for an additional 10% off on top of all these discounts. Use freeze10 at the checkout, or you simply click on the link provided in the description. When following that one, it automatically applies it at the checkout, so no extra hassle for you. Now go check out the store, either for a present for your friends and family, or maybe you'll just treat yourself. It can't hurt either. Alright then, first of all, let's clarify why this is actually relevant for everybody. It's highly unlikely that a bad revive will cost you a game, or that it otherwise will have a massive impact on it. But I've repeatedly seen people complain when others refuse the revives and rather respawn. I've talked at length how orders influence the way players approach a match, so there's no need to rehash all that. Feel free to check out that video though. And revive orders are a thing, so having a teammate deny a revive can be frustrating. The renown can be gotten other ways, but not getting that revive might mean not finishing the order, and so people complain. Now let me explain why people do not like being revived and why some revives are actually quite detrimental to your team. Why sometimes it's better to respawn, and hopefully that also lessens the frustration next time you have one of your revives denied. You all know that you revive with half HP, and at the same time, HP is pretty much your resource in fights. There are only so many times that you can block an attack with your health bar. It also dictates how aggressive you can be in a fight, how much risk you can take before having to back off and be on the defensive. Peeling puts yourself at risk as well, so in general, your efficiency goes down the less HP you have. I think we can all agree on that. Now let's go for an example of a revive and why respawning could have actually been more beneficial. We pick Sanctuary Bridge as it's everyone's favorite map. Most fighting happens mid, while each team holds their own home point. I die in mid, from natural causes obviously. My teammate finishes fighting their inner demons and then eventually decides to res me. I am at half health and now I need to go back to my home point to heal. Same as my teammates that survived the team fight, so most likely we'll have multiple people boosting. Overall, in this scenario here, it takes me around 38 seconds until I run back to mid and I'm able to fight again. Now same scenario with the respawn, I die, teammate struggles with life, and I just respawn and run back to mid. End scenario this time, back to mid, and full health. This time, took me around 32 seconds. How much you value that extra time is up to you really. Maybe you simply don't care, and that's fine as well. But I hope that many of you now understand why sometimes a teammate doesn't want to be revived. In many scenarios it's obvious, but not every single time. It's also not always the case that the starting point is also the end point. I picked Sanctuary in this example since it's linear and easy to understand. But respawn rotations can sometimes be faster if you want to reach a specific point. Imagine you die on C point on Harbor, but you want to stop a cap on A as your next move. The route from respawn is significantly shorter. Nevertheless, not all revives are bad obviously. If you manage to pick someone up seconds after they died and you're already on a point you can heal, then by all means go for it. Take the extra renown and extra score from boosting. But honestly, most revives don't fall in that category. A lot of the time it's offering a quick kill to opponents or stopping your teammate from being an active participant because they have to wander half a kilometer to the next healing point. Or worse, Your team does no one a point, so there is no healing at all. Well, that's really it. This should actually be common sense to most people, but I thought it was worth highlighting simply to lessen the frustration when somebody refuses a revive. Now you know why. Let me know your take on this. Is the teammate griefing for not letting you finish that order? Or are you griefing for not letting the person play however they want? Go spin that shit. Hope the video was interesting. Thanks for watching. Laters, everybody.